Yo guys, I am going for a walk. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about the controversy that's going on with Vitali in the Philippines and how I feel about that as a content creator here on YouTube. I am not really going to put in a lot of music or do a lot of editing to this video because this is something that's a little more serious to me, because I have some pretty strong feelings about this. So let's get into it. There's a famous YouTuber named Vitali that just got arrested in the Philippines because of his actions, the things he was doing. I'm not going to post up the videos of what he was doing because I'm kind of new to making videos on YouTube. I don't know what their copyright rules are and all that, but if you want to, you can search his name. I think it's like V-I-T-A-L or V-I-T-A-L-Y maybe, but I think his family comes from, I think they come from Russia, but they live in the USA or something like that. And I used to be a subscriber of Vitali. I actually used to really like Vitali's videos. I thought they were quite funny back in his prime time, which was before I even left for the army. This was 2016, maybe even before that. He had some funny videos that I found amusing. Around 2019 or so, I stopped watching him. I don't know. I didn't know what he was posting or if he'd even posted anything for years. I completely forgot about his YouTube, especially after I left for the military. And once I got out of training and I got my phone back and I was watching YouTube again, I completely, I forgot he existed. Till about 2 years ago, I saw a random news article about him, how he got arrested in Egypt or something like that because of something to do with Great Pyramids there. And then I read that he had started doing some pretty degenerate stuff that I remember seeing that and going to my YouTube and finding his name on there and just unsubscribing to him, because I was like, this guy has went off the deep end. He's lost his mind. Well, recently, I think just a few days ago, he was arrested here in the Philippines because of the stupid crap he was doing. I didn't watch his video. I only watched commentaries on it, or his videos. I don't know if he made more than one, but I did watch commentaries on it, and I hadn't watched any commentary. It was my fiance that told me about it, actually. She told me that he was arrested, and then the next day I woke up and I saw some news videos about it, but I didn't bother to watch it. I don't like to get into that stuff typically. Well, this morning I decided I would watch one of the videos while I was editing or posting some stuff on Instagram. I decided well, not to watch, but to listen to it. And I'll be honest, it was hard to even watch. It was hard to watch the crap he was doing, even in the commentary videos. Commentary videos were also talking about how bad it was, but they would show clips of the video of the things he was doing, and I mean, it was ridiculous. I think he stole a police hat, or he took a police cap and ran away with it and tried to take the motorcycle, and like he took a fan. He took a fan away in a hotel or a restaurant or something. Like, he was doing all kinds of ridiculous stuff, and this is what pisses me off about it. This is what makes me so frustrated about it. The Filipino people are so kind. They're so nice. I feel like he took advantage of that. He took advantage of the hospitality and the kindness of the people here in this country. That frustrates me. It frustrates me so much. I watch some of the reactions of these Filipino people, And, you know, none of them were mean. They didn't try to fight him. Most of them looked really confused, and, you know, they tried to put on a fake smile, a forced smile, because they didn't want to seem rude, even though he was being rude. That's so much like the Filipino people. That's why I like to be here, because the people are so kind like that. They're so nice. It's people like Vitali that ruin that. Absolutely ruin. People like him make people like me who really care about Filipino people, who love living here, who want to stay here, who's always trying to do our best to obey the Filipino laws, the norms, the traditions. People like me, he makes us look bad, and it's so frustrating. I remember one point of the commentary, the guy showed another content creator from YouTube come up and try to talk to Vitali, and the guy was so nice. The guy, and he was American, I think. The guy was so nice. He was like, "Hey, why are you doing this? You know, you should focus on building people up, this and that, and helping other people, and not focus on being so mean and rude." And Vitali, he didn't care. Vitali just got rude with the guy, just started saying this and that and the other, started talking about who has the most subscriber counts. Dude, nobody cares. Nobody cares. It blew my mind on how someone could be so rude. There's a lot of things Vitali could have done that would have been nice, would have been good, would have got him the views he wanted, but in a good way. And he decided to not do that. Instead of doing that, he went the route of being a rude, obnoxious human being in a country full of people who are kind, caring, generous. I'm making this video mostly to, I don't want to say apologize for him. I don't like that. I believe that every individual is responsible for their own actions. But I just want the Filipino people to know that most streamers are not like that. Most streamers like me, like the guy who confronted Vitali, and others. You got all kinds of YouTubers who travel around the world and do good, or they live in other countries and they do good for those countries. That's how I feel like most streamers are. You know, very happy talking to locals, helping locals out, that kind of stuff. When I see stuff like Vitali going viral for all the wrong reasons, it's so terrible. It's terrible to me. But when I see vloggers like Vitali that do that kind of stuff, it frustrates me, because not only does it make other content creators or vloggers or people like that, not only does it make them look bad, but it's just such an indecent thing to do. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter, I guess, that they make all of us look bad when they do that. But what's more important is their general lack of compassion and care for people in the country that they're staying, or that they're staying in. I am glad he was put in jail. If it was up to me, if I had been one of those officers where he took their hat, or he was mocking them, or he took their motorcycle, that would have been it. I would have immediately just arrested him. But because they are so kind and generous, and that's what makes this country such a beautiful and amazing country, is because the people are so welcoming. They're very happy. They don't try to cause any trouble, and he took advantage of that. And I am very happy to see that he was locked up. Here's my personal take on it. Here's what I think the Philippines should not do. Don't deport him and just ban him from the country, because guess what? He'll just be a piece of crap somewhere else, another country. He'll go and do the same thing. He'll brag about it on his channel and laugh and say, look, I was arrested, this and that. If I were a judge in this situation, I would prosecute him to the fullest extent of the Filipino law. And for one, like I said, he'll do it again if you just deport him. But two, this will show other streamers who want to come in and do that kind of crap. It'll show them to not do it. That you're not going to play around. That you still have to follow the rules, the laws when you come to another country. It'll show them not to act like a buffoon like Vitali did. So that's my advice, police and lawmakers. Don't do it. Don't just deport him. Prosecute him under your law for the things he's done. Lock him up in your jails, your prisons. That'll keep him from doing it again in another country, and it'll show other streamers that they can't get away with that. He went on and on about his charity, all the good he's doing in the country. I don't know if that's true or not. What I do know is no amount of charity makes up for being a shitty human being to other people. It's just a cover-up. That's all it is. It's a cover-up. It's something you can point to when someone calls you out on your bull crap. It's something you can point to and say, oh yeah, but well, look at this good stuff I've done. Just so what? That doesn't negate the fact that you're being a crappy person. So that's my take on it. That's what I think the Philippines should do. That's how I think that situation should be handled. I'm not a big streamer. I've got less than 500 subscribers, but I care about the people here in the Philippines. I really do. I care about the Filipino people, and I don't want to see that kind of stuff happening here, because you're all so kind, caring, and generous. I hate when people come to countries like this, and there was a guy that did it in Japan too. I don't remember his name. He was from, I don't remember where he was from. He did it in Japan. They find out that how kind and generous the people are, and they take advantage of it. I don't want to see that happen here, because that frustrates me so much. There you go, guys. That's my take on it. I know it wasn't much. I don't have a whole lot else to say about it. I hope he gets in a whole lot of trouble for what he did. We'll see. Time will tell, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think should happen to him? Do you think that, or if you think I'm right or wrong, if he should be deported or if he should be prosecuted here? You guys let me know. Remember, you are all valuable and you matter. God bless.